Spirit Halloween just revealed their entire animatronic lineup. In this video, I'm going to take a look at each of the props and discuss them and show you the video, so let's get into it.
You teach a class about slashers, and you still walked into a dark alley. Alone. Strange that you and I have never spoken on the phone. This is long overdue.
So this is the new GhostFace animatronic. He's pretty cool. The head's a little weird and disproportionate compared to the rest of the body. Definitely better than the one from 2021. The one in 2021 was just a Huntress reskin and it was really bad, but this one's pretty cool. I like how he has actual lines from the movies instead of like Anyways, though, I do think this one's pretty cool and pretty accurate and nice they use the lines from the movies, but that's pretty much all I have to say.
With this candle, I will light your way in darkness. With this ring, I ask you to be mine.
You kept your promise. You set me free. Now I can do the same for you.
These next two are Emily and Victor from The Corpse Bride. I've never seen Corpse Bride. Seems like a good movie. I really love Tim Burton, so I'll probably watch it this summer. But they're extremely accurate, like the blinking and everything. From what I've seen of Corpse Bride, they look so spot on, like, and perfect. And they are a little pricey because I think it's Victor is $280 and Emily is $300, I believe. So they're a little overpriced, but I still think that they're really good props, and I'll definitely watch Corpse Bride this summer. But that's pretty much all I have to say. The next one is Art the Clown, but I already covered him in this video, which I'll put on screen. I'll also put a link to it in the description, so if you want to see my thoughts on that, you can watch that video. So the next one is Michael Myers. I think this is overall a pretty decent prop. I just have two big problems with it. Number one, they put the same stupid animation that every single company just feels like they need to put on every single Michael Myers prop. Like, why? Like, I can't think of any Michael Myers prop, like actual life-size animatronic off the top of my head that doesn't have that stupid freaking animation. The second big issue for me is just that yeah, it's just like some weird, probably copyright-free background music that Spirit had. I mean, it's not horrible. It's just I prefer the actual song, but those two problems don't like weigh it down too bad for me. I just don't like it very much. Okay, the next one is the Ringmaster. We don't have a video of him, but it looks like he's going to so he's gonna pull back his jacket and then reveal that skull that was shown in the first teaser trailer. I have a picture of it right here. But that was in the Halfway to Halloween teaser back in April, I think. And so I guess that's where that skull is. And this seems like a pretty cool concept. It's nice that he's a human instead of clowns, because we don't get too many like human props from Spirit. But yeah, the face looks cool. And like I like the mustache and stuff, but I don't know. He's just not that scary. Like, I guess he has white eyes, so that's a little creepy. But he's not too scary, and I like this one. I think it's pretty good. Yeah. The next one is Nibbles the Clown. When I first saw him in the teaser, like we saw just a tiny little glimpse of him. I thought he just looked like he was gonna be a generic clown. You know, he didn't look very interesting, but I actually kind of like this one. I mean, the way it turned out, he's like a jester, and that's pretty cool. I really thought that I wasn't gonna like him because I thought he'd be too generic, just a generic clown with a lollipop, but turns out he's not. Also, the main thing that is super cool about this guy is that he has motion tracking technology, so he's supposedly supposed to follow you around. I can't wait to see him in person so I can test that out. But like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. I just hope it works good. This is actually surprisingly, I actually really like this one. I think it's a good prop, and this is another one that unfortunately that we don't have a video of. But when we do, I'll probably post a tiny video. The next one is Bobby Strings, and I love everything about this prop, like everything except the face looks a little derpy, to be honest. I mean, the animation is cool and stuff, but just the face looks derpy, and I don't really like it. It's a very dark backstory, very unique. I think it's cool, except just the face looks a little derpy, but other than that, really good prop. Also, this is another one without the video. Next is Barnaby the Bear. Oh my gosh, dude. They really messed this one up because it looks so cheesy. It's just like those stupid red glowing eyes. Like, it looks like it's intended to be an animatronic because it has like those dumb, it looks like it's a FNAF like mobile ripoff or something. It's just really bad. I had high hopes for this prop. Like, I thought it might be like Monty, since, you know, Monty's on a box, Barnaby's on a ball. But it's just, even Monty was better than this. And Monty wasn't even that good of a prop. Sure, he was unique, but he wasn't that good. This is just terrible. He's not even scary. He's just literally a bear. The only thing that's even slightly unnerving about him is he has red eyes. No, this is like the most missed potential. I mean, excluding the Cremator, but we'll cover him later. The most missed potential out of any prop. It's just, it's really bad, man. It's really bad. Also, yet another one without the video.
Yum, yum, yum! Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's not. One thing I'll tell you, though, it'll do more than rot your teeth out.
Next is Cotton Candy Dan, and we finally have a video of one of the props. This prop is so cool. I love his backstory, because basically the backstory is that Jim was eating his cotton candy. That's the head that he pulls out of the cotton candy. He was eating his cotton candy too loud, so then Cotton Candy Dan decided to kill him and put him in his cotton candy. It's really funny to me. Also, just the face looks so unique. The voice is perfect. Like, I like how he kind of looks like cotton candy, and the head, I mean, it could be gorier and cooler, but it's an okay zombie head. I think this prop is awesome, though. I also love the stirring motion, like he's stirring up the cotton candy. That is beautiful. 10 out of 10 prop, I love it. Next is Graveyard Ghoul, and when I first heard that name back in the early June, I really thought this was just going to be generic. Turns out it is. I mean, it's not horrible. It's just generic. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, so this is going to be pretty short, but one thing I do like about it is the backstory, because the backstory is another funny one. He's a realtor to the dead for gravestones. It's a funny concept, but just a generic prop. Okay zombie design, not horrible. But yeah, that's my opinions on it. This is Night Terror. Need I say what's wrong with this? The fact that it has the freaking Sunstar Butler animation? Like, I don't even think I need to say what's wrong with this. It's just crap quality. It looks horrible. I watched the chilling props unboxing, and it looked just like the unboxing of a Sunstar animatronic. Really bad, dude. No. This prop is not okay. It's not. It's just $100. I get that it's supposed to be like a budget prop, and I'm sure lots of families will buy it because it's kid friendly and it's cheap. It's just so bad though. Okay, so we go from what is probably the worst prop of the year to what is probably the best prop of the year. Wanda Webworth. This is incredible. The detailing on this thing, it's like a 6-foot humanoid spider. It's awesome. Sadly, we don't have a video on it yet, but I'm sure it'll have one soon. This is just so awesome. I think it's $280. I'd buy it if it was like $200, but it's $280. A little after out of my price range since I just bought Creepy Towering Clown. But I'm so glad that they didn't make it just like a dumb witch with spider webs on her. They made it an actual giant spider, and the legs move from what I can tell, and also the jaw snaps. So cool, so awesome. Oh my gosh, I just good job, Spirit. Good job. That's all I have to say. Good job.
Cross the threshold where the dead walk free. Enter, and in the darkness you will find me.
This is the Cremator, and this is probably the most disappointed I've been in a spirit prop ever, to be honest. It's so sad, dude. So, when this was, like, when they revealed all the names for the props back in June, I saw the Cremator, and I was like, oh my gosh, that could be so cool. It's like a guy that burns people and stuff, and maybe you could have a gas mask. Then we get that trailer, and we see a tiny bit of the Cremator. He's it just looks like a generic Reaper holding a burnt skull. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe they can make it work. Maybe he could have, like, flames coming out of his mouth and fog, and he could be really cool. Nope. Just a dumb little cloak thing that's flaming out from the inside, holding a burnt-looking skull. Really lame. Really lame. I don't have anything else to say. It's just really lame. Next is Mack Straw. When I first saw the sneak peek of this, I thought it looked really like dumb and kid friendly, kind of like Night Stalker, but I actually really like it. It's pretty creepy face, pretty awesome. Good price, $180. Very nice. Only thing I don't like about it is just that it has barely any animation. I get why they couldn't, since he's floating, have much animation since he's floating in air, but it's kind of disappointing. I wish that he had more animation, but other than that, good prop. Next is the Dark Princess. This is a prop using a Dagger Mike's mechanism, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it actually jumps up higher than Dagger Mike. I think it jumps up to like 5 feet, and this is such a cool prop. I love the concept. It's so unique. It's like a fallen angel. It's so good. The face and everything. It's absolutely amazing, the detailing on this thing.
This is the point of no return. Your cries and screams are futile.
This is Demonic GateKeeper. Really awesome Reaper prop. I really like how he has like this big glowing yellow head. It's awesome. I also love the voice. Just a nice Reaper prop overall. I mean, there's not too much to say because it doesn't do very much except for rise as a groundbreaker, but good prop. This is Giant Deathray, and I'm a little bit confused by this one because he doesn't have any ray of any sort. Like, if it was an alien with a giant Deathray or, like, laser gun, it would make sense. But it's just a giant 10-foot alien. I mean, it's really cool. I love the music, very ominous and creepy. And the head is also creepy with the light up eyes. And he's an entire 10 feet tall. That is very rare from Spirit. The tallest prop they had was, like, 8 feet. And now we have a 10-foot one. I just don't get why it's called Giant Deathray. If you called it, like, Giant Alien, that would make more sense. But it's still a cool prop, don't get me wrong. It's a really awesome prop. It's just a little confusing. The next one is Shirly Stab, and this is a person with a jack-o'-lantern face carved into their skin. Very gruesome, but I think I know who carved that into her face.
Looks like you could use a smile. Come a little closer and I'll carve one for you.
Yep, Pumpkin Duster is the culprit. 100%. But this prop is so gory and super cool. It's awesome. I really don't have anything else to say. This next section I'll only cover briefly, but here are the returns for this year. Okay, we're starting out with what is, in my opinion, the worst prop out of all of the returning props. So, Cerberus is actually a good prop. It's just that it's been used to death. So, I think it's like had 4 or 5 years in total in stores, and for some reason they bring it back now. Instead of bringing back, Barnyard Butcher or Silent and Deadly, like some of the most requested props. Also a Nightmare Harvester, which personally I want to return the most, but this is the only one that's actually going to be in stores. And yet Creepy Towering Clown, which fits with the clown theme, is online only. It makes no sense. Next is Twitching Banshee. She looked really cool in the Last Chance gas station. It is just an awesome prop. So it's cool to see her return. It's just that you can already buy her. So she's no longer Spirit Halloween exclusive. So you can just get her anywhere. So it's not the most necessary return. And Grimsley the Great. It makes so much sense for Spirit to return him this year, since he's the one that started the entire clown genre, really. After he released, Spirit started pushing out a lot of clowns. So for a carnival, it makes sense. What doesn't make sense, again, is that they put Cerberus in stores instead of him. I think this is a great prop. I ordered him, as you may know, and I'll have an unboxing and set up out soon. I think this year is overall really cool. Not quite as good as last year, but it's still a good year. There's obviously some really good ones, like Dark Princess and Wanda Webworth. There's some absolutely horrible ones, like Night Chair and Barnaby the Bear. But it's still a good year, and I'd give this year overall like an 8 out of 10. I think it's pretty cool.